Hey, aloha, aloha, and mahalo. Good morning from our ranch. I am inside my house. Sorry, it's not quite complete yet. Far from complete. I am doing little by little. Today, as I promised, I will show you how I set up my electricity. So instead of starting from the outside, I'm going to start from here inside the house. So pay very close attention because you can do this by yourself. Okay. And of course, if you want to ask any questions or, say something, some concern that you have or whatever, just shout it out to me in the comment section. Before we go further, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that button. So you can get the notifications. All right. Again, a lot of mahalos to our new subscribers and the old subscribers. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for supporting our channel. It means a lot to me and to us as a family. So today I really want to show you, I've looked up all kinds of stuff. So why solar is better than generators. Okay. Generators are awesome, but they're not meant for computerized or not meant for electrical equipments that have computer chips in it. Why? Because the energy wave in the generator is not stable. It's all over the place. It can hike, it can go low, so it's not stable. Okay. Solar, and that has inverters, of course, is very stable. Okay, so it's very, very good for computers, very good for fridge, very good for stove. Almost all the modern electronics or appliances because they use computer chips. All right, so that's the difference. And the best is that solar panels save you a lot of, or solar system save you tons of money because you don't have to keep on buying gas or fuel. All right, and it's very quiet. Okay, very quiet. All right, so you see there's lights everywhere, but you can't hear a sound except my voice, of course, because I'm using a solar system that is very, very powerful. So now I want to take you, okay, get you inside my main panel here to show you. Okay, warning, warning, warning. I'm not an electrician. I'm just somebody that trying to do everything. I want to be a fisherman. I want to be a farmer. I want to be an electrician. I want to be a plumber. I want to be a framer, construction guy, everything all around. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So if you're that type, DIY, if you're that type of person, then you need to know what I'm going to show you. Because you can set this up by yourself. You don't need anybody. No electrician. You just can do it by yourself. Okay. So let's go in here. All right. See? Okay. I poke some holes that I will add them in. Okay. This is So very first, I'm going to turn this around. Okay. So if you see the circuit breakers or the breakers, so the one comes from the inverter is the 100 amp. See, and it's double pole. Double pole means it has two. Okay, 1, 2. So that's double pole. And then I have a 50 amp breaker here. That's for the stove and range, 50 amps. And then all the 15s are for the lights. So 15 amps are for the lights, and then the 20 amps are for my outlets. Okay, so let me take the cover off so you can see it inside. Okay, I want to show you everything so you can do it by yourself. And if you have any question whatsoever, don't forget to ask away in the comment section. So there's energy in this box, guys, so you got to be careful here. All right, so as you can see, there's different gauges or different wires I'm using. So you can see the 20 amp wires are more bigger than the 15. Okay, see, they're bigger than the 15 ones. And 50 and 100 amp breakers, they're even bigger. All right, because so you can see this line goes down here. This is the one that goes to my inverter. And then this line goes here, goes up the ceiling, and goes to my range, the stove range. And then all these white wires, they're all for lights. So if you see these white wires, every white wires that I have is for the lights. And then yellow wires, they're all for the outlets. Okay, nowadays we plug in so many things that that's the reason why. So this is what controls divide up all the electricity, coming in and going out. So for example, it's coming in from the inverter, and then it's going out to the range, going out to the light, and going out to the outlet. Simple, simple, simple. And each of these breaker is a circuit. Okay, so you have a 15 amp circuit, 20 amp circuit, 20 amp circuit, 50 amp circuit, and a 15, 50 and a 15. Okay, so that's very simple. Now you would wonder, where is this orange thingy? Well, I have another inverter that was the original one that I bought and then upgraded to a bigger inverter. So that's why that wire was used before, and I will take it out. It's not connected. Okay, so let me take you to where the inverter. All right, so let me take you and show you my inverter. Sorry guys, it's not quite done. So as you can see, we have fridge and we have a oven. So let me show. Yeah, so I have a sink, have a coffee maker here going, water. So these are already plugged in and they're on. We can turn this on. Yeah, that is on. The oven is on. So that's the stove. Yeah, it's my pig food right there. I cooked it last night. Oh, she's laughing at me because she's the one who cooked that. So I guess she thought it was good. He's lying. I'm the one who's cooking the pig food. Oh my goodness. Okay, she cooked the pig food. Let's not argue about that. All right, and then our stove is on, and then we have the fridge, and we have the restroom, room for my son and his girlfriend, Joyful. And then this is the beautiful inverter. It's a Lux Power. All right, Lux Power inverter. This is a 6,000 kilowatt inverter. All right. So if you see a XP 6000, it's the exact same thing, manufactured by the same people from China. So don't get confused. And then, so if you want something, Lux Power is the same as 6000 XP. This is exactly the same thing. All right. And then I have a kill switch. So kill switch right here. What does this means is it shuts off the power from the batteries. Okay, and here are my batteries. I have two, and they're on racks. Okay, so I have two batteries. These are the communication wires. So they're talking to each other through the communication wires. Obviously, the positive wire is to connect both batteries together. The black one is the negative, and it's connecting negative to negative, so both batteries. So yeah, now I have a lot more storage power. So storage capacity. So I have two batteries. These are 48 volts each, 100 amp hours. So they're very, very strong. A lot of things can run off these batteries. I can use my stove, everything in the house, every light I see in the house, the fridge. So it's normal, you know, like normal. Okay, all right. And then if you guys see these two wires here, yeah, this is the one that coming in from the solar panels. I have 9 solar panels up there. This comes with this what do you call it, inverter. Has 2 PV connections, so you can connect 2 sets of solar panels, you know, 2 sets of solar panels. So maximum of 12 panels, the 450 watts, maximum of 12 panels each. Yeah, you can see down here on the bottom, so the PV inputs are right there. See, it's supposed to be 2, but I just use the grid section and plug in. Yeah, maybe when I install the rest of the panels, I'll move the wires into the PV inputs instead of just running them into one hole. All right, and then obviously you can connect your generator right there, or yeah. So, and it goes here. Okay, so my panels are on top. So let me show you what else is on the sorry guys, this is my living room here and it's a mess. It's not even complete. So this freezer slash fridge, believe it or not, this is a combination of refrigerator and fridge, or refrigerator and freezer. You can yeah, you can simply turn it to a freezer if you want to. So I am ready to go catch those marlins. It can fit in here. Wahoo, Ono. Yeah. So, yep. So this is plugged in. We have a water pump plugged in. You know, as islanders, we turn everything into laundromat, guys. Laundromat. So, my living room now is turned into a laundromat. That's one thing we islanders are really good at. Okay. Yeah. We go wash. Yeah, so that's the next thing on the purchase list is a washing machine, because we don't have washing machine and we don't have dryer yet. But they're on the list. So in the future we'll put what do you call it, washing machine and dryer on yeah, somewhere. Okay, right now yeah, I built this house, yeah, and now we have solar. Well, we have solar since who knows when. When I finished the house, I already put in the solar. We have internet here, very high speed internet. So that is about the solar panels are up on the roof. Yeah, so let me show you. I'm gonna turn this around. Yeah, so we have 5 here, 1 2 3 4 5, and then 5 more, and then actually 4 more, and then we just purchased 5 more. That is being you know, we're gonna put them up there as soon as we have the chance. These are the wires that are coming in from the solar panels. Yeah, solar panels. Yeah, so we have internet, we have security cameras all over the place. So even if I'm in America, I'm out there in Washington, at my house in Washington. I can look, I can still see my ranch from every direction. I can see my pigs, I can see my boat, see the gate. So it's awesome here. Um, yeah, so guys, if you want to learn more about solar power, how much they are, the inverter was 1,400 for that 6,000 kilowatts. And then batteries 1,200 each. Okay. And then what else? Panels, they're 190. Well, there used to be 120, but then we have these tariffs going on, and it makes things more expensive. So the 5 that I bought just a few days ago cost me so 120, $70 more, just because of the tariffs. So that's how much these crazy tariffs are hurting people. You know, instead of buying my pedals for $120, I'm buying them for $190. So that's what happened when you know, when you put, you know, different administrations and how it impacts you know, normal people. So I have no choice. I have to pay 70 extra more. It's quite expensive out there. I'm still blessed. I have purchased the land a while back, 3 years ago, I believe. And so now we have taros everywhere. We have banana everywhere. We have pigs, and we have a boat to go catch fish. A lot of things is free. And I've always tell you, water is free here. You can do water catchment, or you can go pick up water from the filling stations, or you can, and then free garbage. Free garbage. In the States, you can pay, you know, I think at least $100 for a load, or even more. So it's expensive out there in the States. Washington is no different than here in Hawaii. It's pretty much the same. I think it's cheaper here just because, I mean, if you own a land, it's way cheaper here. Yeah, so come out here and buy land. Yeah, you can buy land here. There's a guy that sells piece of land here locally. Owner finance, 12% interest rate. But you need to be careful with the documents. You need to be very, very careful and watch the documents, because I tried to get to buy from this guy also. I kind of backed out of the deal later on, but so you just have to be sure that you read up on the contracts. Because when I spoke to this guy, he was telling me I can build anything on the property, and then when I read the contract, that wasn't the case. And another crazy thing that I saw on the contract was says, and my engineers, they found this out. So I hired an engineer to do what do you call it, the planning, or whatever, architectural drawing or whatever for the house plan, and they're the one that caught this. So I sent them the contract. At least I haven't even signed off on this contract, but I already sent it to them. I said, hey guys, this contract, can we be able to get a permit to build a house? And the engineer came back and said, nope, we cannot use this contract because it says rental agreement. You have to talk to the seller and tell them to change this rental agreement into a purchase agreement. I didn't know that Hawaii, they rent out raw land. Yeah. So whether that's the case or not, I don't know, but you'll figure it out. So me, I called this guy up and say, hey, I can't, you know, possibly go further with this contract if you don't help me change the title of this agreement from from rental agreement into purchase agreement. Wording can be really, really deadly. Not deadly, sorry. It can cause you a headache. So make sure you read the fine prints, you know, and read the title and everything. So actually they did. They changed the the wording on the contract and everything, and I was ready to sign. And what threw me off was that they required me to insure the property as well. And I was like, oh, no. It's okay. Yeah, if I want to insure, that's up to me. I don't want you to force me to insure the property. So I backed out of the deal. But so just be careful, all right? We're off topic, but I think it's important now that I remember to talk about it. So if you need help, just reach out to me again. So that way I can help you with whatever. I can review your contract and give my suggestion. Obviously, you have to have a lawyer to look at your contract. All right. But as I said, if you own a land here in Hawaii, I know everywhere is expensive except for Puna district. Puna in Hawaii. And these lands are getting more and more expensive. All right. So you gotta jump on the boat and buy that land today. Yeah. All right. Buying cash is always the best. But financing is better than don't have no land at all, right? Yeah. So you need to think you can do it. That's one thing I keep telling you, Micronesians, is you have to have the mentality that you can, because you can, literally you can. Yeah, I've heard a lot, several of our folks, they buy the land here and then they move to Washington. Okay, they bought a land here. They already cleared the land and then they moved to Washington. All right, and then the government took over the land because they don't pay the land, or the seller took back the land, and they're happy because the land was already cleared. So if you don't want to buy land, don't buy. But don't buy the land just to leave it. Okay? Just to invest a lot of stuff on it, and then you leave it for the seller to get it back. That is crazy. Because you already invested a lot of money. So you need to plan. If you don't want to purchase the land, please don't buy that land. I know two relatives, they bought their land. And then they leave. They go back. Go out to the mainland. That is just insane. Or you buy a land on Guam and then you disappear and you go to Colorado, Denver. That is kind of crazy. Yeah. That's how people lose their land. That's how we are priced out of paradise, guys. Because we left. Okay? We gotta go back. Yeah. We gotta go back. Okay. Alrighty, I gotta continue drinking my coffee. I hope I taught you guys something about solar system and how awesome it is. Everything here is on. The power, everything is powered. Internet, everything. Stove. It's like I live in Washington, but better here. So you want to learn about solar? Then you need to come and watch my channels, because today we're gonna install the solar panels. Sorry, today's Sunday. It's against Catholic. Yeah, us Catholics, we don't work on Sundays. You can if you replace it with another day. But me, today's my Sunday. So, all right. Again, leave Camarale, fish Camarale, drive Camarale, work Camarale. All right. And leave aloha, guys. Leave aloha. Amen. When I was in Washington, I peeped to every car like beep, 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 beep. Get out of the way. You annoying. Why are you so slow? Hey, the light is green. Go, 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 go. That's the life in Washington State. And then I came here, and these guys are laid back, man. At the gas station, when they finish pump their gas, they're just standing there, enjoying themselves without worrying that somebody's waiting in line,
And I had to adapt to that. I am very impatient when it comes to those things because me, it's time is money, right? Yeah. But when you come to the islands, you need to adjust, and I didn't know how much I missed that. Now that I'm here, in fact, one time I actually hunk under a light. I was honking my horn. I was like, "Go, go, go!" And then I realized I am in Hawaii. So I was like, "Oh no!" So I say, "I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. I gotta learn." And so now, yeah, when I go back to Washington, I took my time. People honk at me. Bah! Cuckoo! So much happiness here. Yeah, life is short, so we might as well enjoy it. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So long.